Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the GM. It is your guy, Boulanger. Up next, the Baltimore Ravens draft Mike Green in the second round. Let's talk. So, right on schedule, the Baltimore Ravens do what most people did not think they would do, and that's draft a guy who doesn't check all of the character boxes, right? The Baltimore Ravens have been known to have a zero tolerance policy for certain types of behavior, whether it's in-house, meaning in the locker room, inside the organization, or whether it is out in the streets, so to speak. And Mike Green fits that bill of out in the streets, things that happen outside of the Baltimore Ravens organization. There is a question about some indiscretions in Mike Green's past from 2022 and also, I think, 2023, I believe. He was first at the University of Virginia, where there was some trouble that happened, and then he was dismissed and moved on from, and then he signed up with Marshall, and there were some things that happened there. Neither of those allegations, neither of those reported incidents led to any kind of criminal charges, and so who knows what actually happened. And at this point, I'm going to put it in the context of it doesn't really matter. Right? Because we understand that the Baltimore Ravens will absolutely do all of the investigation stuff to make sure they're drafting a player who is not going to cost them later, right? And so if the Ravens picked Mike Green, then there had to be some things to check out both at Virginia and at Marshall. And EDC said as much. But what do the Baltimore Ravens get in Mike Green, the edge rusher? Well, I'm going to give it 3 words. Explosive, explosive, explosive. When you turn on this guy's tape, what you see is explosiveness off the edge. And that's what the Baltimore Ravens have been needing for some time now. Mike Green is the type of player who can change the game defensively for the Baltimore Ravens. Now, am I saying he's going to come in and displace somebody who is a starter? No, ma'am. No, sir. Am I saying he's going to come in and be a double-digit sack guy from year one, coming off a 17 sack season in his last year in Marshall? No, ma'am, and no, sir. Wait a minute, did you hear me say 17 sacks? I mean, that is absolutely phenomenal for a guy to get 17 sacks. It doesn't matter the competition, because here's the truth. When you come into a game, when you're that kind of dude, right, you know that the offensive coordinator, his game plan is to what? Block you up. Find a way to slow this guy down. But 17 times last year, it was a no-go. There was a no-go on slowing Mike Green down. And then he had 22 other pressures. I mean, that's big-time pressure on the quarterback, which is what we need playing in the AFC North, but also playing in the AFC as a whole with some of the top-end quarterbacks that we face. Now, let me be truthful. I'm not telling you that Mike Green is going to come in and from day one, he gonna just dominate. But he does have that kind of potential. The benefit about drafting a guy this talented with getting him in the second round, because he absolutely is a steal, right? He could be the steal of the draft, because I saw projections for Mike Green as high as 10 or 12 in the first round, 25 through 32 at the end of the first round, and then all the way through the second round, and we get him at the bottom with pick 59. So I absolutely thought that it's a good pickup, especially if he can come in, handle his business in the weight room, handle his business in off-season workouts, keep his head down and grind. We definitely saw some emotion when he learned that he had been drafted, and we all understand those moments in life where we get that big time life-changing event, a guy who's been through some things, a guy who has been questioned, a guy who has had some hills to climb, so to speak. And for you to get that breakthrough, it is emotional. It's like lifting the weight off your shoulders. And so, man, I believe in Mike Green. And I think that if he can get his whole mind together, right, his in-house and out-of-the-house behavior together, I think that he could be good for the Baltimore Ravens. I think having a vet like a Kyle Van Noy to kind of take him under his wing, show him some tricks of the trade of the NFL game. Some younger of the guys who are going to be around probably more long term, like Atavius Robinson, maybe like even Odafe Owe. Even though he may be displacing Odafe Owe at the end of the season, I think just being surrounded by some good vets, I think will do him well. And so, man, super excited about the pickup of Mike Green, getting a first round talent at the bottom of the second. And listen, let's stop doing this. Let's stop doing this thing as if the Ravens just have mastered the draft. It's no mastery to stay put and just take the best player available. Right? I mean, I'm definitely giving some credit to EDC for pulling the trigger on this pick. But whether it's Malachi Starks, easy pick if he's on your big board. Mike Green, easy pick if he's on your big board. And so it's no puzzle to solve when you have a guy and you definitely have been investigating simply because you had him on your big board. You've been investigating so you understand who he is and what he's about and what these allegations were about. And he comes with 17 sacks. It's no puzzle to solve. You just pull the trigger and hope that that pick pans out for you. And we've seen other guys who've had some issues off the field be successful in the NFL. And I think Mike Green could be just that for the Baltimore Ravens. So again, if I'm going to describe this dude, explosive, explosive, explosive. I'm your guy Boulanger. This is the GM, and we're out.